Hi, I'm Gemma and I want to introduce you to Equestrian Pilates. I think it's a really great concept and everyone seems to be talking about it at the moment. I came across it because I had a really bad fall a few years ago. The horse actually landed on top of me and I thought I was going to be out for 6 to 8 weeks. I used Equestrian Pilates and I was back within 3 weeks, which was obviously a huge help to me because I needed to be back on my horses competing and winning. It can improve your core stability, your flexibility and your strength, which obviously really helps when you're riding big horses like this Mr. Nile Beach here. It can really make you feel great about yourself and it can improve your riding and make your horse feel more comfortable when he's working. I think it can really help everyone. It was only when I discovered Mary at the clinical Pilates studio that I really started to understand what I was missing.
What Pilates does is it re-educates the way we move, and by re-educating the way we move, we help change muscle imbalances in the body, help improve spinal mobility, improve posture, and also improve coordination as well. So our sequencing of movement patterns are much better, and our flow of movement is much better as well. So if your posture isn't good on dry land and you have imbalances in the body because of your poor posture, that is going to be magnified when you're on a horse, because obviously the horse is moving and you're having to adjust yourself on a moving animal.
Change the rein, have a punch on the other rein. To test out this theory, I've invited 4 riders to do a 4-month Pilates regime with Mary to see actually what a difference it makes. Firstly though, I've got to see them on the horse to point out their weaknesses. Come on! Mary will then assess them from a postural position. Introduce them to principles of Pilates.
If you tuck the tailbone under for me, Tamara, good, that's one extreme of pelvic movement. And if you tilt the pelvis forward, sticking your bottom out, that's the other extreme of pelvic movement. And what we want in Pilates is the mid position of those 2 extremes, which we call neutral. So just tuck the tailbone under a little bit for me, Tamara, not all the way, so then we find neutral pelvis.
And then set up a regime of exercises that specifically address the most common faults riders have, like not stretching the legs down enough and therefore not sitting deep enough in the saddle, or having too much movement when in the sitting trot. So that you can all make sense of this on a horse, I'm going to come back during the exercises and demonstrate on Nile Beach. When it's all over, I'm going to take the riders back in the sand school, reassess them and see actually what a difference this has made. The key to my group of riders is the way they span both age and experience. So it'll be really interesting to see in which way they individually respond to the exercises. So let's meet them. Pippa, Suzanne, Louise and Tanara. Pippa has significant experience dealing with youngsters, challenging horses and is keen on show jumping. However, she has never had time to focus on her position as a rider. From all her falls over the years, she needs to do Pilates to keep her body supple, especially as she is now working at a dressage yard. She is keen to improve her whole position within this area to ensure she is schooling the horse to its optimum and give her an opportunity to compete at Prelim, Novice and further. Okay, so who's first?
I think we all volunteer.
When you're ready, over to Pippa. Okay, my initial thought is that she's got a bit of a weak lower leg.
Now keep that left knee lifted slightly and slowly take the arm back behind you. Keep looking at it as it goes. There's a little bit shortening in that right side of the pelvis again. Keep that left hip, that's it, down.
Okay, my first glance at Pippa is that she's riding with a much better length stirrup and she's got her weight down into her heel a lot better. Okay, to me she's looking a lot more natural sat on the horse. She's looking more comfortable swinging with the horse. Okay, the thing that I've noticed most today is definitely her hands. They're just more positive and forward. They were quite backward last time. Good. And her position is nice. It's better. Her hands are lovely and still. Shoulders are up and tall. Heels are down. General position is really nice. Okay, so we've just come in from our assessments on a freezing cold January morning, and I do believe that these girls have really improved in their positions and their riding. What do you think, girls? Have you improved?
Definitely.
Yeah.
Okay, so we know that this really works, but you've got to continue the exercises relating the Pilates to the riding and practice both. Cheers, girls.
Cheers.